It's the Midnight Trucking Radio Network. Eric Harley here at the Mid-America Trucking Show in Louisville, Kentucky, joined by our old friend, Doug McElhaney. Doug, how are you?
I am good. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Doug, of course, we know you from ACS, but we also want to let people know you're the president of St. Christopher's Fund. Tell us about this.
That is correct. I was. This is my second year as the president of the St. Christopher Fund. It was a fund that started back in 2007 by Dave Nemo Entertainment and Dr. John McElhaney. Mm-hmm. We were getting a lot of requests for some sort of financial help and things, so we wanted to organize it and structure it and give it. It's a 501c3 organization, which basically means it's tax exempt, and all the money that's dedicated or donated is tax deductible. And it is a nonprofit charity. So, but we started that about 2 years ago to help. What it does, really, Eric, is what we try to do is we try to take those injured drivers and get them back into the truck so they're driving again. So we try to help them. Fortunately, we're able to help them a lot sometimes, and unfortunately, sometimes we're not able to help them a lot. Sure. But what our focus and our vision is to try to help them with their medical bills, and so they can get back in the seat of the truck and start driving and supporting their family again.
With you is the Executive Director of St. Christopher's Fund, Donna Kennedy. Donna, how are you?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. Welcome to the show. Tell us about your involvement and kind of your job there at St. Christopher's Fund and what you see day to day.
Day to day, I take calls from the drivers, get their applications in, ask for medical records, and get those reviewed once a week with a committee. Right. Then we make decisions based on their application and what funds we have available. Sure. Let them know what sort of help is out there and get them in touch with local resources in their area of ways to help them out. Wow,
that's a pretty big job you've got there, and a great job at that, Donna. And we thank you for being here. Sitting next to you is Jazzy Jordan. Jazzy, welcome to the show. How are you? I'm doing great. You're doing something very special. Doug, I want you to tell us what Jazzy is doing right now, because this, to me, is just amazing.
Well, it certainly is. She's just a phenomenal young lady. I've been so impressed. She has a deep passion for drivers, obviously, since her dad and mother both are drivers. Yeah. And she's running across America, literally running across America. She started in California. Yeah. And she's going to New York City. Wow. And she's running about 18 to 24 miles a day. And, of course, you're a runner, too, and you know what that...
I don't even want to talk in this arena right here. Every once in a while, I walk very fast. Let's just leave it at that. But this is just amazing. Jazzy, why did you come up with the idea to literally run across the United States?
It's a long story, but it started out with a pilot car driver. My mom owns 8 of them, and she didn't have any medical insurance. Her name was Sheila Grothy. And she was coughing really bad all the time, and my mom finally said, "I don't care, I'll pay for you to go to the doctor, you have to go." Yeah. And when she went, they just did a quick look over, saw she didn't have medical insurance. And 3 weeks later, she was diagnosed with cancer. It spread from her lungs to her brain. She did go through the treatments and live with it for 1.5 years. Yeah. And 2 days before she passed away, I saw her, and it really hurt. And when I got the phone call that it finally took her, I went home, and I had to go out and run, because that's where I feel I can let everything out. And when I did, I thought about running across the country. Yeah. And the St. Christopher's Fund came up, and it's a great foundation, and over 70% of drivers lack medical coverage, and they're the ones that make America move. So
wow, this is absolutely terrific that you had the initiative to take this on, and it's not like you were going to go out and do 10K or even a 5K. You were going to go out, or even just one marathon. I mean, you're running what? Is it about 18 miles a day? Is that what you were telling me?
17 to 24 a day.
So nearly at sometimes you're running close to a marathon. Yeah. Every day.
Yep.
All right, I have to ask you some questions here, because I do have some experience in running, and I'm not very fast. We would be here a very, very long time if we had to wait on me to do this. So the question is, when did you start? What day did you start on?
I started September 1st of '09. I got injured October 18th, and then couldn't run again till December 1st.
Okay, all right.
So.
Yeah, because you want to make sure the injuries heal properly.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you live with those all your life. Us older guys know that, right, Doug?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. And so you got back on the road, and how far total have you run so far? Where is your stopping point right now?
I'm 5 miles out of Nashville. I'll run through Nashville after the truck show, and
wow.
I've done over 2,000 miles.
2,000 miles.
Yeah.
Wow. This is just amazing. And your ultimate destination point, you're going to end up where now?
New York City, Times Square.
New York City. You're getting some media attention from this. I know when I go out, a lot of people ask me, well, why don't you go do a 10K or a 5K? And I jog to kind of get away from everybody. You're dealing with all of this attention from everybody as you go. People like us pull you in for an interview, and you're getting all of this. Has that been kind of distracting for you at all?
Yes, but it's making the run bigger, and the St. Christopher is fun. So many people know about it now. More, and
wow, this is terrific. And of course, they can still give, and we're going to tell you how you can do that in just a moment. But I got a million questions. I'll try and whittle them down to just a few more here for you, Jazzy. How much sleep are you getting a night? Is it? I mean, you must be just out like a light when you go to sleep. Are you sleeping pretty good?
Yeah, I suffer from narcolepsy.
Oh yeah.
Where you can basically just
right
sleep as long as you want.
Yeah.
And it's really hard for me to get going in the mornings, but
yeah.
I do it. So.
And so you get up. I mean, you're suffering from narcolepsy, but nonetheless, you get up every day. Your dad tells me you'll have a meal, rest a little bit because you want that meal to kind of settle, and then you'll hit the road for a few miles. You're doing this maybe in a couple of parts, a couple of different runs per day. Is that how you do it?
Yep, I do it 2 different runs. In the morning, I'll do up to 10 miles, and then sit in a tub of ice, which not my favorite. And
wow.
then I'll do schoolwork, and then in the afternoon, I'll run up anywhere up to 13, 14, 15 miles.